ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I do my makeup on a daily basis because my makeup routine has changed drastically since my last makeup everyday look thing that I did. So I've been getting a lot of compliments on my makeup, so I want to share how I do it and how you can do it too. And it can be affordable. You don't have to go and spend all your money at Ulta or Sephora or whatever other makeup places there are, even though I do like going in there and looking at them, looking at all the products. And I also went in there and actually purchased some Tarte stuff, but it was like the miniature. It wasn't the $27 one, but you'll see it in the video because I use it every day. All right, so please enjoy. Alrighty, everyone. First, we're going to start out by priming this wonderful face of mine using Master Prime from Maybelline, and I used a little too much. Always remember with primer, a little goes a long way, but we're going to work with it. Next, we're going to move on to taping up our eyes and getting ready to put our eyeshadow on. I still have to use tape because I'm not very good at doing eyeshadow, but I try to make it work. Now we're going to prime our eyelids using concealer. You can use either eyelid primer or concealer. I always use concealer because I'm too cheap to go buy eyelid primer. It works just as well. And now we're going to bake the eyelids using a translucent powder. Make sure everything stays in place. And once that's done, we're going to move on to actually putting on eyeshadow. We're going to take our Milani palette and a e.l.f. blending brush and take that color right there, that pretty pink, and use that as a base. This will also sweep away any excess powder that's on your eyelids. And always make sure to tap off the excess before going to town on your eyelids. Always use small circular motions and windshield wiper motions when doing your eyeshadow. This will make it blend out a lot better. And now we're going to move on to the crease. Using a crease brush from e.l.f. as well, we're going to take this beautiful brown right there and stick that in the crease. And always make sure to tap off the excess on your brush. And now we're going to put it up there. Using windshield wiper motions and small circular motions once again. Now it looks light right now, but I promise you, when it all comes together, it looks so much better. Now we're going to take this darker brown and put that only in the V. Now the V is the outer corner of your eye. Eyelid. Yes, eyelid. To me, it gives the eye a smoky effect. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology, but this is my first video, so go easy on me. And I have to do this very carefully because I don't want to like smear it or mess it up or put too much or put too little. It's got to be just right. And once you're done with that, make sure you blend it all together to give it a seamless finish. And once that's done, we're going to move on to the eyeliner. Now, because I have to get up and close and personal with my mirror, I can't show you how to do the eyeliner. I'm sorry. But there are plenty of makeup tutorials on YouTube that show you how to do that. And the tape helps give you a nice little starting point. Bam! Done! Looky there. Looking good. It's not perfect, but it still looks good. And now we're going to move on to curling the eyelashes. There's a trick that I learned from one of my makeup people that I watch, that if you take a lighter and heat up the curling thing, that it'll keep your eyelashes curled for a lot longer. And it actually works. I've done it a few times. I don't do it every time, but I've done it a few times. But please be sure, before you stick that thing on your eye, that you blow it off, like blow on it to cool it off a little bit. Don't just immediately stick it up there, because it will burn you. I have done that. Learn from my mistakes. Now we're going to move on to mascara. This is some really good mascara. It's called Snapscara, as you can see by the title, if you can read. Duh. And it's only like $6 at Walmart. The commercial said it snaps on, snaps off, which is why it's called Snapscara, which it does. Like, it goes on very easily, very smoothly, clump-free, and then it comes off just as easily. I think it's very good for your... It's a very nice bang for your buck. And now that that's done, we're going to move on to foundation. This is the Infallible by L'Oreal, the 24-hour matte foundation. It is a medium coverage foundation. I really want to try their full coverage foundation, but I don't know how I'm going to like it. Just going to put that on the back of our hand to warm it up a little bit. I used a little too much, but that's okay. And now, taking my ring finger, I'm going to make myself look like a leopard. I like this foundation because even after, like, it says it's 24-hour foundation, and it actually is. Like, it's really good. Like, I wear it for hours and hours and hours, no separation, nothing like that. Like, it looks good after a long day. And now take the Beauty Blender and blend that out. So yeah, if this is as good as it is, I wonder how good the actual full coverage foundation will be. I think I might try that next once I run out of this foundation. I mean, they're the same price, so... And once I look good and pale, we move on to the concealer. And once again, this is the Age Rewind from Maybelline. It is a brightener, so it erases your dark circles, which it does very well. I've tried a lot of concealers that did not work. This one works wonders. And I put a lot on. And now we take our Beauty Blender and blend that out. I've learned when blending this out not to be too rough on your skin, which I used to be very, very rough on my skin, and it would not blend out as seamlessly and as nice. But now I'm a lot gentler. Is that even a word, gentler? I don't think so, but I'm going to use it anyways. See, this happens when you're too rough on your skin. You mess up your nose. Now here's the Tarte Mini that I got from Ulta Beauty. It was only $10. It was the travel size, and I absolutely love it. It doesn't come in as many shades as the normal one does, but I like this shade. I use the Age Rewind to get rid of my dark circles, and then I use the Tarte to brighten up my under eye. And with Tarte, you don't need a lot because that is some thick stuff. Like, those few little dabs that I do are more than enough. And now we're going to bake the vase using Airspun from Wally World. This stuff is incredible. I used to didn't bake my face in the correct way because I never had the correct things until I bought this. I watched enough tutorials and I knew I needed to buy this because everyone said it was amazing. And they were right. And I know most people only focus on certain areas when they bake their face, but I usually bake my entire face because it just makes me feel more safe and secure. And I especially have to bake my nose because my nose, by the end of the night, always gets extra oily and starts to separate the makeup on my face, and it just does not look well. But with this stuff, it helps a lot. And it smells amazing. Now, while that is baking, we're going to finish up the eye makeup by putting the crease color that we used earlier on the under eye. It just kind of brings the whole look together. And I'm pretty sure I brushed my eyeball with the eyeshadow brush because my eye was red and it hurt and it was burning. So yeah, don't do that. And now we're gonna put this gunky old 2-year-old mascara on that I got from Target. I haven't been able to find it anywhere else. We're gonna put that on. I cannot find any other mascara for my lower lash line that I like and that actually works for me except for this. And I can't find it anywhere else. I found it once, but I cannot find it again. Now we're going to brush off all the excess powder and buff the rest into our skin. Looking good, Millie. Make sure to buff that into your neck too. And now we're gonna move on to blush. I like blush. Blush is my kind of favorite. Can you tell I like e.l.f.? I always use their brushes. I love blush because it makes me look a lot less pale. Makes me look kind of alive, I guess. And I always put some on my forehead too. I used to put it on my lower jawline, kind of like contouring with blush, but I found that it made my neck a different color than my face and I just look stupid. So I stopped doing that. Oh, I look sun-kissed. And now we're gonna do the lips. Bam! So that's how I do my makeup, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoyed this little voiceover. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!